to watch out for if you're up against Ohab, currently #1 on Granger. And to be fair, Apbr, I feel like this has to be a Yisun Shin. Unless, of course, you want to play into your deep hero pool. James Banks, I wonder what they're going to take out by now.
Yeah, it might just be a YSS, honestly.
If they don't pick the YSS, they don't have to pick anything here for James Banks. It's just leave it to Red 5 or something.
Yeah.
Kagura?
That was a Joy.
They still go for the Joy. And which means that this is actually one of the first few times that Yisun Shin is completely snubbed in a drafting phase.
That's right. We've seen it happen. We've seen it before. Not just in Mpl-Ph, but, you know, a handful of third-party and adjacent tournaments all around the world. But here's the thing. The Joy, the reason why I think James Banks called for this and Coach Jeff allowed for this pick is the Selena does nothing against the Joy, especially if the arrow doesn't hit. When you hit max electrifying beat stacks, you can just step on traps and like, nope, nothing.
It's fine.
And also the Granger struggles against it by mid to late game. Early game, I feel like the Granger could tolerate the damage and outrange, obviously, this Joy. It seems that the Arlov is the next target here for Apbr. Still looking for the XP and roam pick here for Tlph.
Oh, and then what's Sanford going to end up playing? You can see some of the XP lane options.
Lapu's still there.
Yeah, Lapu's still going to be there.
Uranus.
It'd be cool if he... I don't know who else he'd debut, but it'd be cool if he debuted another hero, but...
I agree.
I think that's all we're going to get is the Dairoth for now.
If Apbr picks Lord James pick Red 4, then that's when 4D picks. This is a nice chess-like setup in the draft for Tlph. Because even if Apbr have the red side advantage of picking last, they don't have control. Because Liquid put them in this position.
And in terms of power spikes too, Tlph just goes insane by mid-game. A Lancelot and a Granger and a Selena means they could pick off anyone the moment that Abyssal Arrow lands. Last ban here for Tlph. They do have a Kimi ban already, and they're going to take away the Kagura, which means that a bad matchup between a Farsa and a Selena could be an option here for the side of Apbr.
And even if that doesn't happen, and since Apbr is also attacking JP's hero pool, we can, again, just roll back to the Kalia. Imagine
it's still
just
open.
Tsunami slamming that Joy. That is not safe for the Joy, because the Joy is definitely going to get suplexed.
And there's no question there. I mean, JP could just spam the Tsunami Slam while the Joy's trying to charge up that ultimate, and there's no way to dodge it.
Tsunami spam.
Tsunami spam.
I like it. What are they going to do then, Apbr?
Unless they go for XP lane Kalea. We haven't seen that in a while.
That's some Mr. 50-50 tech right there.
Oh, okay. The preemptive Valentina pick.
It's a blind Valentina. It's a blind Valentina, this one.
Still just a Phantom Execution.
Yeah, because you're also assuming that Rome and XP will have solid pickups for you. I wonder how Daddy JP and Tlph's coaches skirt around this.
Chip Lapu.
Chip Lapu?
Yep. Again,
I just randomly threw heroes there.
That gives the Valentina nothing. Although there's very little interaction with Selena and the Chip, but it's still lethal.
Hylos? Would he go Hylos?
Oh, Hylos would.
Hylos Lapu good too.
Valentina would be really happy with a glorious pathway, though. It seems that they're going to go with a Phovius Hylos.
Hylos Phovius.
So the only real pickup is the glorious pathway.
Is the glorious pathway.
All right.
And now Shizo is left. Actually, no. They're still looking for their XP laner here. Unless this is going to be a XP lane Valentina, in which case we haven't seen in a long time, too.
That'd be a history fact to bring up.
Yeah, that's going to be... The last time that we actually saw Valentina XP lane was 2 seasons ago.
Oh, not as far as thought.
Not as far back as it was played by Edward. When Lucas was still part of the meta, Valentina was the counter pick against it.
A legit threat, she was.
Yes.
Against the Phobius, given the current bans. CC, there it is. They dug deep. I also just almost blanked out.
Yeah.
This is solid. At least they won 1 lane.
Yeah.
A very solid laning phase here for the XP lane of Apbr in the hands of Lord JM, and I'd like to believe a comfort pick as well for Lord JM. He entered this league with a few heroes on his sleeve. I feel like apart from the Thamas, where his debut season relied on, this CC is also something that Lord JM loves to play around with.
Yeah, he's had some good performances on it for Lord JM. I think this one he's going to have to, of course, step up and be able to utilize this in complement to Xnova. Again, we mentioned Xnova's game 1 wasn't too bad, but they just got to be able to go ahead and capitalize on this. And maybe the Valentina taking the Glorious Pathway will really help that.
And this is already game number 2 with Team Liquid securing game 1 in 19 minutes. This is already going to be the final game of this series if ever TL scores another one.
Going into game number 2, I like that Apbr heeded our calls for early game proactivity. They are not playing a reactive game. They are actually putting their foot down, even with Aqua picking up the Valentina. Because I would rather have one solid ult than be overloaded with 2 or 3 choices and not getting what I want.
Yeah.
So this is okay. Again, I respect Aqua's game.
Aqua has been one of the more, I would say, mid laners that, apart from his veterancy, has peaked in his RHG days, but is willing to lead a team of sophomores and rookies back to the promised land. And for Tlph, they are currently in their prime, and Shizo already taking a lot of damage as well from Oheb, but those are like solid trade-ups in the gold lane.
Yeah, and I wonder too, you know, how this is going to be able to go ahead and play out for not just Aqua on the Valentina, but even so for James Panks, because yes, the Joy is great. It should be able to keep its pace against KarlTzy here, but I feel like, again, if you're not able to go ahead and utilize Xnova, for example, in some of these objective fights, it's up to James Panks to pull out those million moves that we talked about before, even back in the rookie season.
I mean, James Panks is still one of those junglers that is yet to prove himself in the MPL. He has already proved himself in the MPL, getting his moniker, the man with a million moves. Right now, I feel like he's very limited against Tlph. They have been pinpointing his location for the longest time, and Xnova is one of the biggest clues as to where James Panks is.
Xnova protecting that other half of the jungle. Sanji coming in, spots him. But whenever Sanji does join a fight, whether it be to help KarlTzy leash or to throw in some CC, some burst, he's such a key player. Look at this.
Oh no, though.
Oh, Xnova! He's trying to get away with a flicker. First blood in the hands of KarlTzy, and now there's the pathway from Aqua, taking it from JP. So, okay, first blood on the board.
Wow.
I guess he's just gonna go grab his buff and get the turtle after that.
Gentlemen,
That's just real predictions.
yeah, did you see that? That was a third eye level read by KarlTzy. He phantom execution into where he thought Xnova would flicker. The tightest corner of that small camp.
That's the GOAT.
Yeah, that's experience and adrenaline running through KarlTzy's soul as he tries this first turtle of the game, only half HP.
Okay,
Yep.
right now there's nothing they can do about
No
that.
contest. No contest. But look at James Panks' effort, right? He knew that he wanted to go for the trade instead, but gets blocked by Daddy JP.
And so far, the game has not been looking great here for Apbr. Tlph not only controlling the first blood, but also getting the first big objective as well. James Panks yet to find his first, I would say, first winning skirmish, and Joy loves those skirmishes.
Okay, looking at the lane, gold-wise, the only real major lead we're looking at is on baby cakes, right? From jungle to jungle, gold to gold, and that's where a majority of this 1,000 gold lead is for Liquid. Where does Apbr catch a break? I'd say in the EXP lane. Lord JM is their only hope here. If he can bully Sanford into actually doubting if he can jump in and use Infernal Pursuit, then maybe Apbr can claw into a solid mid game.
Yeah. Even with that, if you can utilize that CC later on from Lord JM, yeah, you might be able to transition later on to these team fights around the turtle, but right now, since that's going to be on the other side of the map, we'll have to see how it's played out. Karl'tez was up there, but his buff's up, so they'll just go for a reset. Nothing too much happening. Apbr just farming up.
I feel like for Apbr, it's extremely hard to find plays against Tlph, mainly because the uptime of Tlph is technically like all the time.
Yep.
All of their stuff is almost always online. You have the Granger with the bullets, the arrows from Selena, and the Hylos is just Hylos, man.
Yep, their only real big thing that they're counting on is the Glorious Pathway. After that, you can't even count Phantom Execution. Karl'tez has the potential to whip out 2 in a long fight. So Liquid now have to watch out for the XP. That's the only thing I think that Apbr have going for them. Besides Xnova getting a Flicker tech charge, which is, again, we've seen and learned that takes a lot to warm up.
Now the second turtle of the game already in the eyes of JP and Xnova. Both roamers establishing good position around that as well. Pexel Brush with Earth and Rampart. And the arrow does land at James Panks, which means Karl'tez could go for this.
Yeah, half health there. Another arrow's gonna land. James Panks, though, is gonna go mid for Sanji. So Turtle will be secured. The Phantom Execution for Karl'tez and Aqua. Be in trouble. They drop down the Glorious Pathway, but still, what more can they get? A good push, though, from Shizu up top of the Tier 1.
That's good. At least they got something in return.
And again, this is partly in exchange of how Lord JM called the shots. Pushed in that wave, set it up for Shizu, so that Shizu, in the absence of Liquid's pressure, could push in. So I'd say that's a fair trade. A turtle for a turret. This will definitely slow down Liquid Stampede going up. Economy-wise, though, yeah, no, I think Lord JM did pay for that setup. He's now down about
just
100 gold.
Oh, JP in trouble. Glorious Pathway dropped down, stolen by Aqua. Now Sanford all by himself, but a push down a bot from Oheb.
And that's good for Tlph. A big fight was happening in the river. Get your own turret, and now you're up ahead by 2,000. That was, I thought Apbr already won that trade, but Shizu down to half HP with 1 Thorn Rose.
Okay, so Lord JM, he's now doing the opposite of what I think, but just getting the same result. He's playing the sandbag, all the while leading up to... He's basically the stepladder for Apbr. He is setting up so that Shizu can get wins, and so that other lanes can win for Apbr. This is what's keeping Liquid here down to just 1,500, 2,000, because this could get out of hand. Oh, look at the damage from Lord JM.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
We are looking for from this CC. You know, he did use the current call, but wasn't able to cap out. But he got a battle spell. He got the flicker out from Sanji, so that's at least a little something. Apbr really holding on to this Tier 1 in the mid, though. That's what they want to. The third turtle's coming up shortly.
But that's already 2 green caps stolen away by Karl'tez. James Panks have nothing to farm apart from this mid lane, as the last turtle spawns near the XP lane, and Tlph already in a very prime position to take this away for them. Potential 4v4 happening here in the last turtle fight, and Xnova still looking for his first big play.
See how they do it. Xnova giving the information. Lord JM now playing a part of the fight up front against Sanford. JP concealing a 4, going to drop the pathway to cut them off. Who's going to be able to get this in? Karl'tez gets the turtle. Now Xnova could be in trouble. He's all by himself. He'll fall here, so Tlph gets a turtle, 3 for 3 and a kill, and they're still under the turret. They're pushing James Panks off the orange. Shizu, though, he does get some damage on this Tier 1.
Sanford can take this.
Oh, Sanford. JP's here. Oh, there's the flicker. Shizu trying to get out. He's going to get stunned. And Sanford now joining through. Infernal Pursuit under the turret. Shizu's going to be fine. A good pushback. Here comes the rest of Apbr going for JP now. JP in trouble as he falls. Sanford has the Infernal Pursuit, but he can't go 1 versus 3. He falls there. Great play to respond for Shizu.
But a lot of battle spells burnt, though.
But it was traded for in mid. I think Liquid understood that they are already too far gone, and the 2 most gym proficient members of Tlph sacrificed so that the rest of the map can go blue. Liquid, I think, halfway regret it, but it's not exactly unrecoverable. This puts Apbr in a better position, though.
Oh, they still got something out of it, but Lord JM able to escape with the leap here, and Karl'tez. Ooh, bit of spice here between James Panks.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and challenge James Panks. He'll get out. And execution. Not sure if Aqua and Xnova want to go ahead and do much.
No way.
The Thorn Rose to stop from the Spear Destruction landing.
Yes way. Karl'tez knows the ins and outs the little intricacies of this hero. That's what I'm saying. You don't give Lancelot to Carl.
Even with a Brent skin too, showing off in this game. 20 seconds before the first Lord of this game spawns, and Tlph holds a substantial 3,000 gold lead against Apbr. But the good news here for Apbr is they still have a hold around their orange buff, which means they could set something up for themselves before this Lord starts.
And that's something definitely Apbr can count on as a blessing. Looking at their items, this is, oh my lord, a full item between Shizo and Oheb. The concealed play from Liquid.
Who are they going for? X-Nova.
Nova.
Tech slams on now, on the defense, even flickers. Now Lord JM all by himself is going to pop the Vengeance. Trying to do something. I'm not sure what the plan was there. But SOD is landed by Shizu, but he's just going to stay on that bottom side, and Tlph will go ahead and take this Lord now.
And this is going to be a free Lord after that winning team fight from Tlph. Lord secured here by Tlph, and no turret in exchange for Apbr.
So Shizo, what he's doing here is he's threatening the split lane, the long lane split push, but just the same, he's keeping himself safe. If at any time he overheats, best believe since 4D has his flicker off cooldown, Shizo could get punished. And unlike Liquid, wherein they could have traps set around or their rotational speed is just much faster than Apbr, Shizo only relies on SOD. But if he does throw an SOD, mind you how that mechanic works is he can only teleport to where he hits another member of Liquid. So it's a catch-22 again. So that's why he did not force the push on that bottom lane, and he sends himself home.
And look at that artillery damage coming in from Tlph. Not even this Lancelot is just poking out people with Thorn Rose. That's how brave Tlph is right now.
Yeah, that Thorn Rose, and then under the turret even, Oheb playing up front, getting the Death Sonatas off. So that Lord's going to eventually make its way up here. Tlph will sync things forward to get these tier 2 down in the mid and the top. They still have the Holy Shields here for Apbr. Let's see how they go with the defense. The Lord will go ahead and charge into this bottom turret. Arrows being thrown at, but ultimately
Rampart.
Lord is cleared. Sanford gets caught in the Rampart, but he's still sitting at half health. He's going to be fine. Lord JM will jump on out. I'm not sure if Tlph is going to be able to get much more. They got the Holy Shields though.
They got to take it slow. The fact that all the Holy Shields fell and the waves are still crashing through is good for Liquid because they have to slow it down. They're going to have to freeze so that they can set up for the next Lord coming in a minute and a half. So far, this is a power spike for even Sanji. He just picked up the Enchanted Talisman during the slow siege, and these arrows are going to come non-stop.
Yeah, and that means that Apbr needs to be careful in wherever they go. Tlph still holding on to that Phantom Execution, waiting for the perfect opportunity as another siege happens down bot.
Forest Pathway dropped down. They just want this turret. It finally goes down. And Apbr losing the first base turret so far. Tlph will pull back. They got about a minute or less for this Lord to come up.
I think I haven't seen a tectonic charge land at all.
It has during the last turtle take.
Oh, just, oh yeah, the last turtle take.
But Tlph still got the retry in, and there wasn't enough of a follow-through.
Oh, Apbr still struggling to find that first big play then.
They might force something here. X-Nova, he's going to go in with a tech charge to be able to find Oheb. Oheb is in trouble, but he still has enough space. Lord JM tries to jump forward with Lord JM and X-Nova gone, and Sanford will jump in and find Aqua. A double kill. In an instant, Tlph finds 3. They'll go ahead and get ready to continue on to the base of Shizu. Keeping Sanford at base. Sanford could be in trouble here. Here comes Tlph though to try to help out. He's a little bit too late though. And now James Panks popping the electrifying beast. They're trying to hold on. It's him and Shizu. Oheb firing off with the Rhapsodies, and Shizu takes an arrow. And that's going to be it. Tlph will sweep Apbr.
And the moment frustration hits for Apbr, Tlph seizes the victory. Tlph sweeps Apbr.
That's what you call a stamp.